What's going on, guys? Mecha Ishi, and from the Captain America Abomination wave, I have Captain Britain. Let's do it.
Level 138 in progress. Prepare for launch in 3, 2.
Step out of your world and step into mine.
Welcome back to another Marvel Legends action figure review, and I have from the Captain America Legends series, the Abomination Build-A-Figure waves, Captain Britain. Now, if you guys remember from the ToyBiz days, we already received the Captain Britain in the Marvel Legends collection, but this is a brand new, updated, modern look. I think he's recently been a member of the Avengers. You guys have to let me know down below, but I think it's very cool, and of course, he's using that bigger Hyperion body mold. Now, you got your standard window box packaging here with the Legends series logo on the top. Build-A-Figure Abomination, nothing at the top here. A nice window view of Captain Britain and the left arm of the Abomination Build-A-Figure. Got the Marvel logo and energized emissaries, and you guys saw my review on Wonder Man, and there he is right there on the side. Some nice artwork, and on the other side you have Captain Britain. At the back of the box you have a picture of both figures standing side by side. You got the Marvel Legends series logo on the top left, and you have a little bio. Heroes from around the globe team up to vanquish evil wherever they find it. And at the bottom, you have the entire lineup needed to build this Abomination Build-A-Figure. Alright, let's take Captain Britain outside of this box, and let's see what he's all about. Now, here is Captain Britain outside of his packaging, and he stands at almost 6 3/4 inches in height, and he is reusing that Hyperion body mold, so there is a lot of plastic being used on this big Brian Braddock here. Of course, he comes with the left arm of the Abomination Build-A-Figure. Now, let's take a closer look at Captain Britain. Now, I have been a big fan of Captain Britain's design for many years, and this is the modern look, but it does stay true to the classic form with the Union Jack wrapped around his muscle-bound body, which looks so cool. Here we got some updated stuff with the belt there. You got some combat boots, and you have some nice-looking gloves with the fingers showing, and of course, forearm wraps. I don't know why he would need that. But anyway, I do love the sculpt of his head. This looks pretty awesome. You can see the roundness that gives off almost like a knight's helm, which is very fitting for Captain Britain. Nice job with the paint apps of the highlights in that metallic blue on the side of his helm. I love how they did a cut of his eyes on his helmet there. Some of the black has smudged off, but you see the white of his eyes, and then surrounding it is all in pitch black to pretty much represent a shadowing effect because he has that helmet on. I like the sculpt of his ears on both sides, looks pretty cool. Just a very nice head sculpt. Great sculpt of his face underneath, and I love the separation between the flesh tone paint being used and the red of his helmet and the mask on the side, and the nice sculpted detail over his chin. That looks awesome. And now we get to the body mold of Captain Britain, again, that we have seen with Hyperion, we have seen it with Luke Cage, and the recent version of Drax the Destroyer. Now, take a look at the back. You can see the 2 holes, not really necessary if you don't have a Hyperion cape. So that was only fitting for Hyperion, and they have not fixed it since. Now, looking from the front, shoulder to shoulder, he is very wide, a very imposing looking character, but the side profile just turns me off so much because he has this very long neck. The sculpt of his traps is too high up, and then his chest is way too low. It gives a very barrel-chested look to him that does not look good at all. Now, for the most part, the paint applications are very clean, but as you can see here, they're a little uneven. On the left side of his chest, you can see the arrow is a little bit higher than the one on his right. Now, that could be just a minor gripe, but I did want to point it out to you. But looking at his back, we do have some more clean paint applications of the white, the red, and that metallic blue, which looks pretty cool. And I wish they would do away with one of these holes already. Now, on both sides of his shoulders, he has this nice emblem with that gold painted lion inside that black square, which looks so nice, very cleanly applied. And you can see I got some chippage there on his right shoulder. Some of the red has flaked off, but it's very minor. And then we have this nicely painted white outline underneath the shoulder. And now we have the metallic blue of his upper bicep there, which does not match the metallic blue, which is way more vibrant on his torso and his upper thighs. But we do have some nice separation between that arm blue and the darker navy blue going on his elbows all the way down to his wrist wraps. Now, I don't know if these are wrist wraps or gloves pulled over his forearm, but they are sculpted nicely, painted nicely enough in the white. I don't see any of the bleed through or thinning. And then we go on down to his hands. Now, all of the white is sculpted in and nicely done with the white paint. And then we have the darker navy blue going up to the fingerless portion, and you can see his fingers are painted in the same flesh tone that is consistent with his face. And then we go up to his belt, which is pretty standard with the black plastic. You got gold paint applications on the buckle there, and the black is all the way throughout. Now, this belt is movable, so when I get to articulation, you'll see it should not hinder range of motion at all. So you have these nice wrinkles sculpted in there underneath his knee, leading up to these dark navy blue combat boots. Now, take a look at my combat boots on the left here. The boot on the left has some nice gold paint applications on those buckles, whereas the one on the right is just all in plastic. There is no paint applications whatsoever. Let me me know down below if you guys have seen the same thing or if this is just my Captain Britain, because that is a big time letdown for me. Now for articulation, the head is on a ball hinge joint, so you can rotate all the way around, and again, because of that long neck, he has this big hinge which allows for great range of motion looking up, and again, look how weird that is. Now looking down, he can go all the way to his chest. We do have a nice rotation at the shoulder and a hinge which allows for extension all the way up like that, and of course he can go down to the side. We do have a bicep swivel and a double jointed elbow. We do have a rotation and a hinge at the wrist. Now we do have an ab crunch there which allows for forward flexion all the way down like that. Check that out. And then he can arch his back a good amount as well. Again, the belt is movable, so just get it out the way if you want to rotate him all the way around like that. Now for his hip joint, he can extend his leg to the side a good amount. He can also kick upwards, of course, and there's a little bit of a rotation going that way. Now towards the back, he can only go back and extend his leg just a little bit, but he do have a thigh cut rotation which is very tight. We do have a double jointed knee. We have a boot cut rotation, which is nice. And we also have a hinge going downward and upward flexion, and of course an ankle rocker rotation. Now here's the modern Captain Britain up against the classic Captain Britain from the ToyBiz days on the right. You see, this Captain Britain came, I think it was the Giant Man Build-A-Figure way back in the ToyBiz era. But take a look at the size difference. It makes the modern Captain Britain look like a Build-A-Figure, right? But I love the sculpted musculature of the classic one. I love the costume a lot more than the modern version. If only they blew it up to the size of this modern version, that would be so awesome. But I wanted to give you guys a quick glimpse of both Captain Britons in your Marvel Legends collection. So there you have it, guys, my video review of the Captain America Legends series Abomination Build-A-Figure Waves Captain Britain. Very happy to have a modern look to add to the collection. I do wish this body mold would get a big time upgrade, but maybe that'll happen down the line. Fingers crossed, guys. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a thumbs up and check out my channel for other reviews I've done. And I have so many cool things coming your way, including a lot more Marvel Legend action figure reviews. So make sure you all like, subscribe, comment, and share. You know what to do. Peace.